Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Mahvish Akhtar, and I'm here with another episode of To Whom It May Concern. So, today we're talking about beauty standard, body image, and all of those fun things. How about you go ahead and do all the things that you're supposed to do, and we'll get to it. Alright, so we all know that body image and how we view ourselves changes, right? And beauty standards also change. And why I say body image and beauty standards together is that they're all interconnected. We all know that too. I remember growing up in the 90s. I remember 80s and 90s, that we looked at our TV screens and we looked at the magazines, and everything was like, wish we could be like these girls, and we wish we could look like that. And at that time it was thin eyebrows and colorful eyeshadows, and everything was popping at you. It's like that now again, but then time passed and makeup got really subdued, and either you looked like that or you didn't. There was bushy eyebrows and thin eyebrows, and then things kept changing. Point is, either you could, there was only very little you could achieve with makeup, but then now you could change the way you look with makeup, and then जो कुछ changes हो सकती थी, you could get those with plastic surgery, but not a lot with makeup. But then if you did want that with plastic surgery, you had to really be rich. So how do you get to that point where you could be beautiful and you could be this magical looking creature that you saw in the magazines and you saw in the on your TV screens or in the movies or wherever, without spending money? That wasn't possible. So if you're not rich, most likely you're not beautiful. And I'm not saying that that's true, but I'm saying that that is what's going on in the heads of most women who follow that theory of you have to look like those women in the magazines or on screen. If you have to look like those women to be beautiful, then you can't be beautiful unless you're rich. So either you can buy all those products that change your features, or you can change yourself through plastic surgery. Now, as time passed, that got worse and worse, right? पहले तो ये था कि okay, makeup, a little bit of it, and certain types of features and certain types of, okay, you perm your hair, you thin your eyebrows or bushy eyebrows, put some products on them and this thing and that thing. That probably would be enough. We got a little flashier, a little less flashy clothes, but then there came a time where you had to be, because fashion का cycle तो यूं होता रहता है ना, ये change होता रहता है. Because if I look back now, or if I look at the fashion now and I look back, everything is repeating. Like on the racks is everything that we wore in the 80s and 90s. Okay, I'd like to say 90s because 80s is just makes me feel really, really old. Besides, I was a child, like a very little child in the 80s. I would say 90s. Everything is back. The things that we were wearing in the 90s are now on the racks, and Gen Z and Gen Alpha are those things are really cool. So millennials made fun of us for wearing those things because they were kids and they thought we were so uncool. But now, everybody's wearing those things. So sometimes I go walk into a store and I feel like I'm back in the 90s, and like Claire's or whatever those stores were. But what is happening now is now everybody wants to look the same. Everybody celebrates sameness. At least at that time, in the 90s and the early 2000s and 2010s even, a person's own identity, a person's own style, a person's being themselves was appreciated, was celebrated. What I'm noticing is, and I'm sure you guys have noticed too, you guys are sharper than I am. I've been out of the game for so long, that you have to look the same. If you don't look like everybody else, like everybody who's considered pretty, whose face is the face of beauty, whose body is the body of what is considered sexy or acceptable, whatever that is today, then you're not pretty. Then you are not acceptable. Like if you go through YouTube tutorials, makeup tutorials, what they're teaching you is how to look like Angelina Jolie without surgery. Oh my gosh, how to dress like so-and-so. Some famous actress, how to dress so that your body looks like that particular actress or that particular, usually it's for women because we tend to fall for those things more than guys do. So we're just, having to regurgitate the sameness, or we're being taught to or told to that our individuality is being kind of taken away from us. And we're falling for it because we are told that there's only one body type that is acceptable. There are only one types of features that are acceptable. Everything else has to be changed into that one mold. Everything else has to be, worked around into that one type, that one color, skin color, that one type. And if we think about it with our logical brain and not our impractical, I want to be beautiful, I want to be accepted in this society, I want to be somebody who is loved, who is cared for, who turns head the second she walks into the door, who everybody admires and finds attractive brain, if we turn that off and just look at a logical and practical brain, is that possible? That everybody fits into that one mold, that one beauty mold. And is it also possible, practically and logically, if वही एक beauty standard, just that one type of woman, that one body type, that one body shape, that is the only type that every man on the planet is attracted to. That there is no possibility on planet Earth that what you are, the way you look, what your body looks like right now, what your face looks like right now, some man or more than one man could be attracted to or are attracted to right now. And there is, you think, no possibility that you have something more to offer. Not that, and I never say that, well, my mind is more important. What you have to offer physically, your face, your body, it's very important. I give it importance. It is, it's important. Whoever you're going to be with or are with that person has to give it importance. But do you think that person is not going to see you and enjoy your company and enjoy talking to you, enjoy hearing your opinions, enjoy hanging out with you? You think there is no value in that? That it has to be that they look at you and their head has to turn or their head has to explode? or they don't sit down with you and say, oh, I love talking to you. I love when you tell me things or when I get your opinion on things. You think practically and logically there is no value in that? Value is only in having Angelina Jolie's lips and who is that? I don't even know. Jennifer Lawrence's body or whoever. That's the only value that we have. And then how do we get it? By buying more products. More and more consumerism. But we can't look like anyone else. You understand that, right? We will never look like anyone else. We will be a mixture of other people, other things. We will stop being ourselves, that's for sure. But we will never look like that person that we're trying to be like because they already exist. So maybe focus more on being ourselves and realize that all of these things look like this person if you buy this, look like that person if you buy that, look like this person if you subscribe to this and spend this many hours watching that. That doesn't work. That's just ways to get you to buy more things, waste your money. Your time is better spent focusing on being yourself and just knowing within yourself that there are people. Definitely there are people who are attracted to you, for you, who will care for you. And if you don't know them yet, you'll get to know them. Definitely. They're out there. And it's not even about the people, right? It shouldn't be. That's just something I'm saying. Because if that is the intention, then that is going to happen. Or if it's happened for you, then you know. But other than that, just for yourself, just know that you don't need to be anyone else to be good enough. Why do you have to be a person who already exists? When they already exist and you already exist and you're perfectly fine. Just the way you are. We all have insecurities and there's nothing wrong with that. You work on your insecurities and that's a topic for another day. But let's not try to be somebody else. All right. Thank you for your time and I'll see you next time.